Ciao belli, let's go. Today in the ladder standard best of 3 we're going to play a list that I found on Doom's Wake channel, which I like it very much. It's called UW Merfolk, so it's a Merfolk deck that plays with vehicles. So the idea behind it is try to tap our Merfolk to abuse of the Deeproot Pilgrimage enchantment. Whenever one or more non-token Merfolk you control became tap, create a 1/1 blue Merfolk creature token with hexproof. And the artifact side allows us to do, the vehicles side allows us to do two things. First of all, to tap it without risking them in combat. So, and we can also use Merfolk with vigilance for doing that. For example, the flood pits drowner, which is a very good tool against more aggro matchup or tempo matchup, attacks as vigilance, so it doesn't tap, but with the vehicle it can tap. But also, since we can tap one creature at a time to crew our vehicles, we can activate the Deeproot Pilgrimage more than once per turn. So this is very, very, very important. And which vehicle are we using? We are using 6 of them. We are using 2 Subterranean Schooner that since Ixalan are very, very good artifact, and also the new Lifecraft Engine, which comes super in the mind when you play like a tribal deck as the one we have. But then we play 2 Voyager Glidercar, and this is why we enter into white to play this card, because this is something that we can play on turn 1 and has a crew cost of 1. The Lifecraft Engine has a crew cost of 2, so it's not 3, sorry. So it's not super easy. Then what we have? We have some removal pieces. We can use a couple of get losses. We have white and 3 into the Floodmo. And the other add from Aetherdrift is of course the Mindspring Merfolk, that it's a super good card. You don't mind to cast it on 1, and you are really happy to cast it in the late game since his exhaustibility is really, really, really strong. The rest of the deck are just more Merfolk. This one is not very good, but it's what we have in store, and we even have a Mockingbird to make them more Merfolk if we have one on the battlefield. The Vodilian Edgecatcher, the Lord, is super good because it can lock the oppo out of the game, at least talking about the non-creature spell. So this is really, really good. And since we are playing like a vehicle deck, Yanling comes to mind, is in the color. We need a top deck, top curve anyway, and this one is as good as others. I change a little bit the numbers respect of the Doom's Wake list, because I want to play at least 2 of them, and so I have to find room for it. But anyway, this is the deck. On the side we play Spell Pierce, Negate, Destroy Evil, Rest in Peace, Shelter by Ghost, and Split Up. Let's bring this beauty on the ladder and see how the deck performs. All right. Okura is our first client of the day. Please guys, if you like the content, like, comment, and please subscribe if you haven't done it already. We have so few that even one more does the difference of my day. Anyway, this one is close because we have free 1-drop and we have to draw 2. So I'm inclined to keep it. But if we don't find land, this is an auto loss, right? If we find land, though, 2 draws. Let's mulligan, let's be serious. This one is not as good as the other one, but we can keep. We put a island on the bottom. Kind of an aggro deck, so we mind have a faster start, but that's fine. Double X-Mage is pretty good, and the Lifecraft Engine, since is going to pump all our Merfolk. So the Archaeologist, this is combo. So the Into the Floodmo is not really good, but we can use it to. You can use to answer the first. Omniscience that comes down, right? So we're going to have time Plus, maybe we're going to have stuff to counter so this I think is going to hit a counter. Yeah, it's fine. And I think now, because it's stopped, we're going to play both our Merfolk. Using Lifecraft Engine and Into the Flood mode. So Into the Flood mode is going to be good when we are going to bounce the... So let's play first the Lifecraft Engine. Does it get counter? No, it's digging. I said if we had omniscience, we are going to stay open of, so we want a Merfolk. We attack. And actually, Into the Flood mode is not a super bad answer. So this one, it's okay. It's going to slow down quite a bit. No, still haven't found omniscience, so it's okay. Okay. And we play the Spyglass. Okay. So we are really banking on this Into the Flood mode to protect ourselves. Chart a course. He says Wizard. What does he have? I don't even know. All right, so I think it's time. Let's animate the and attack with the 2. Is it good enchant block? Yeah, it looks like it's fine. We pass. We have some kind of interaction in end. It's an interesting game. Generally, this deck you see it more and more in best of one, since it fails pretty miserably after it can get wrecked in a post-cyborg game. Chart a course, okay. It's fine. So why don't do this main and attack for a trillion? We also have our beatdown deck, and you can even decide to put 1+1/+1 counter and draw a card at the end of the turn if we don't need. Yeah, so this is game 1. It went pretty smooth. The deck of the Oppo didn't function super well, so we bring the negate in. 1, 2, 3. And I think we bring also the Rest in Peace. And the Destroy Evil answer at instance, so even the Spell Pierce, because he's really trying to do it as fast as we can, so he's going to tap out to do that. And I don't think we need a Type Binder, and I think one of our worst creature can go, and even maybe even the Get Lost, even if the Get Lost is kind of good against some of his stuff. So maybe it's going to be 1 Yanling and 1 Get Lost, something like this. I don't dislike our post-cyborg match against him. It's going to bring more interaction, it's going to bring temporary lockdown and all the good stuff. So maybe, yeah, maybe the Destroy Evil was a good keep. And this is what I'm saying about the Merfolk here, the Mindspring. It's good when you draw it later. It's good when you draw it as fast as turn 1. I always check with the Verge which color is the first mana, even if I play them a lot. And the reason is because Aetherdrift changed the layout and makes the color of the... So we first want to always play the fast land, right? And like for example, the Gruul one is green on one side, but then he taps for red. So yeah, not the best. Okay. I think here we chill and then we play the Drowner at the end of the turn. Chart a course, it's reasonable. And we're going to reload soon with the Merfolk if we don't draw something, but here we curving pretty well, I'd say. So here we create another Merfolk. We really look for our Lord that is going to help us to protect ourselves. Moment of truth, that's fine, my friend. That's not the spell that we're going to counter. I really like, for example, to counter the bounce spell that he uses as a protection that help also to surveil. Grand Abolisher. Grand Abolisher is not the best. It's so not the best that we're going to bounce it back. And we keep the Mockingbird since we can again yeah, so that's okay, we cannot stop it, but this one is more interesting, right? But anyway, we cannot play counterspell anymore, right? Yeah. So this is how he protects himself. So we can activate it for 2, right? So since we cannot play anymore in his phase, let's just attack with everything except for this, and then we're going to pump it. No, yeah, he knows the deal. We activate. Yep. This Merfolk works really, really well against so the Prankster, who super unlucky, cannot find it. Blast Zone is really good against us, but we also have like tokens, so after a while it becomes less and less interesting. So here I think we go for the kill, right? We are going to attack with the team. And I think here we make you, we cannot play it on his turn, so let's do it right now. Okay. And now we just activate it for 2. Omniscience. He found the Omniscience. Does he have it? It kind of baited me. Does he have it? I think I played poorly. Yeah, of course he does. Does he win? Yeah, because he goes of invasion, yeah, right? Such a fool. Can replay this, and I think he goes for a little. So I think this is good. We just have to play smarter. That turn we let him bounce everything, because he's going to use the Arbiter anyway to protect his life. Maybe he won't though, right? So maybe we are lost anyway, because we couldn't put lethal on the battlefield. I mean, it's close. So here I think the archive, we save it for later. This is, we don't have our most powerful hand cards, but yeah. The Grand Arbiter is kind of bad, huh? Because we don't have counter for creatures. As I said, I didn't play a lot of best of 3 against this deck, but I think here is just going to be the schooner. And we are going to activate it with the Merfolk if needed. Chart a course. So it's really fast. You can close it. So into the flood mode is it's our interaction against his. He can have counterspell, but this is the best we can do. And he can close on game 4. He knows it too, because now we are like, yeah. And he can close the game now, right? Yeah. So here we have to stay open of it. There is no way around. And let's hope that we are fast enough. So if he wants to keep yeah. Mm-hmm. Almost there, but not quite. So yeah. And we play it as an answer. Let's hope it doesn't have a counter. Of course it does. Yeah. He's looking for something. Let's see if he found it. He found it. I think this is game, right? Because from there he can go infinite. Yeah. Good game, Oppo. Good game. Yeah. Once we are going to make him do it all the loop, but not today. We don't have white. I think this is good enough on the play since we have one of our most powerful spell. Let's see what he plays. We can even decide to play the schooner first, since we can activate it on turn 3 anyway. Or we can start generating our advantage from the get-going. So yeah, Oppo is going to say what is going to play this guy. And also we are really looking for the land 3 since we want to play our Lifecraft Engine on curve. That would be great. White land would be really good. Saying what he's doing. What is he doing? Yeah, I know. Don't judge me. Mm-hmm. Does it change? I think we still go with the pilgrimage, and if it doesn't work, we're going to play the Subterranean Squirter and still attacking. Since he's playing white black, he can have removal now for our everything. We get lost, for example. The Tome. The Tome is okay. So it looks more like a control build. Mm-hmm. So there is going to be temporary lockdown in our future. I don't know if with the Tome there is going to be. It can be split up. It can be so many things. And it's not that now our clock is super big. We need a third land for the engine to start producing more damages. So bottom we like to see. It's looking for stuff. What are you going to do, my friend? Okay, passing is acceptable. And I think here we just drop the Lord. We're going to counter all his spell, I feel. Yep. 2 lands are enough, and so it looks like a more controlled build. So maybe the negate are good. Yanling goes out. The Tidebinder I still don't know. I mean, I don't dislike it. Let's make it 2. And maybe 1 less spy. Something like this. Do we want to bring something else? We didn't see much of a deck, right? So we don't know exactly what it's bringing. The spell pierce can be useful. Sure, let's bring the, and maybe 2 less into the Floodmaw, something like this. So he didn't have a sweeper, and he didn't want to fight for one. And when our Lord was coming down, we really had like a lot of Merfolk to counter his spell. So he could remove 1 in response, but then he was going to be tapped out. We are going to create another Merfolk, so we had at least a counter for 3 mana. And then from there it's really hard, because if you are planning to even like a 2 mana removal spell is not going to be enough, and then you start rebuild, and at a certain point you are just too much. I don't know if I prefer this deck or the combo one we presented. I think the other one is more fun. I don't know if it's less consistent or more consistent, but it's more fun. This one is really like your typical aggro build, just with a nice twist of the tribal deck. This is a keep, I feel. I mean, we are missing like our Broom Broom to tap the Drowners, and we don't have white mana, but yeah, I don't think you mulligan this with 2 of our key cards in. So, is it combo? Is it some kind of combo? I think you mulligan already 3 times. There was the deck with the T-Bolt 3, yeah, 4, sorry, oops. Really sorry. Maybe it's going to be enough, maybe it's going to go beat us, but mulligan to 4 is a tough beat. And I think here we go for the, and then we're going to do Mindspring and then Flood Pits. So yeah, Legion to Ashes is okay. And the cost comes just in time. And I think we are going to protect our Lord a bit more. We are going to play the Drowner at the end of his turn. He found all his land, so far so good for him. Yeah. And here is going to be double Etcher and let's see if we can aggro him out. So I still don't know what his game plan is. Some kind of Hordes of. So yeah, it was a non-game. It was some kind of Hordes of. So guys, this is the deck. I like it. It's not my favorite with this tribe, but yeah, if you build the other one, this one, you pretty much have all the cards you needed. So give it a shot. It's going to be all for today. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll catch you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.